Hi, my name is Paige Hine, and I proudly serve as the Indiana District Governor for the 23-24 service year. I'm super excited to announce my Governor's Project for Environmental Sustainability to you all today. Now, first, what is a Governor's Project? Each year, the District Governor gets to choose a project that they would like the district to support throughout the service year, and many service projects that the district undertakes will be closely related to this project. Now, my project is going to be a fundraiser for the organization Earth Charter Indiana and a Sustainable Service Hour Challenge. Before we jump into all about that fundraiser and service hour challenge, we need to break down some important definitions. Now, what is environmental sustainability? It's the ability to maintain an ecological balance with the planet's natural environment and conserve natural resources to support the well-being of current and future generations. And a sustainable service hour is any hour that an individual spends doing an activity that will positively impact the planet and promote sustainability, such as the examples on the screen. Now, what is Earth Charter Indiana? Based on the Earth Charter Declaration in the year 2000 at the Peace Palace in the Netherlands, Earth Charter International was created, and then Earth Charter Indiana was created in 2001, became a nonprofit. Their mission is that they exist to inspire and advance sustainable, just, and peaceful living in Indiana by promoting the values of the Earth Charter and support the education of youth regarding climate impacts, supporting youth in expressing themselves, making their voice heard. So that Earth Charter document, I want to let you know what those 4 principles are. It's respect and care for the community of life, ecological integrity, social and economic justice, democracy, nonviolence, and peace. So it's very intersectional. Now, who is involved with my Governor's Project? I'm going to move my face so you can see that a little bit better. It's going to be Indiana Key Clubs, Indiana Key Clubbers, Kiwanis Clubs, and any other supporters. When does it take place? Well, from now, the time you are seeing this video, the project will be live, and it goes all the way to the end of District Leadership Convention. That'll be March 3rd, 2024. But we also have a special social media kickoff and conclusion week. And I'm going to break down the 4 parts kind of to this project so you can know what you can do to support my Governor's Project. Part 1, the fundraiser. The goal of the fundraiser is $2,500. Donations can be from anyone, individual key clubbers, their families. Key clubs as a whole can host fundraisers, and there's going to be sponsorships for more of Kiwanis clubs and businesses to do, which, again, we'll talk about that in a bit. And you can donate on the Earth Charter Indiana website. There's a link in this slideshow. On their website, there's going to be a donation page, and there's going to be a special button that you can click. It's going to say, donate here for the Key Club Governors Project, and that's where you're going to want to go. Part 2, the service. So the service hour goal is 750 hours. And I didn't want to just say, hey, we're going to do a fundraiser this year. I wanted key clubs and key clubbers to be able to engage in my project a little bit more, leave a bigger impact, and, develop that character through acts of service for the environment and, for their home schools and communities. So that kickoff week, October 1st through the 7th, Sunday through Saturday, each day has a hashtag and a prompt to serve as inspiration for how you can get those sustainable service hours. And I ask that these clubs post photos of sustainable service being done using those hashtags so that during that closing week, February 18th to the 24th, we can share those photos of service from the hashtags and, recap the event before DLC. You can track the hours on a Google form. There's the link up there. And again, this is going to be individual service hours. So if there is like a club president that wants to track the hours of, let's say, 5 key club members volunteering at a park cleanup for 1 hour, then they would want to submit 5 hours. So Sunday is hashtag self-care Sunday. You really need to fill your bucket before you're able to pour into others. And that's why I wanted to start off the week strong with some self-care with a sustainability focus, such as making a DIY using natural ingredients, being in nature, stretching, just doing things that aren't going to have a high carbon footprint. Now, Monday is hashtag Meatless Monday. Making a meatless recipe is really good for the environment because animal agriculture is a heavy greenhouse gas emitter. Landfills are also heavy greenhouse gas emitters. That's why we have hashtag Trashy Tuesday, where you can look for ways to reduce your waste, educating others about recycling, starting a compost of your own, switching to more reusables, or just being more mindful about what you buy. Wednesday, hashtag Wildlife Wednesday, gotta prioritize the animals too. They're also part of our environment. And there's this really cool certification through the World Wildlife Fund where you can certify either a yard or a school as a wildlife habitat, making sure there's at least a few sources of food and shelter for the wildlife, having native plants. Thursday, hashtag Thrifting Thursday, buying a brand new item. There's a large environmental impact of creating that item. It's a lot more than just using something that already exists. So not just thrifting clothing, but shopping secondhand first for a whole array of items is going to have a, at least neutral impact on the environment. Friday's hashtag Advocacy Friday. This is the one without the alliteration. You can only do your best and advocate for the rest. If students need to be putting pressure on corporations and governments to have more environmental regulations and just keep the environment in mind in their practices. So sending a letter or an email to city council member or a business, a senator, it can go a long way. Lastly, hashtag Service Saturday. This is the one I think Key Clubs will have the most fun with because, as Key Clubbers, we all really love service. And it's just so empowering when you're working together towards a common goal. And I hope that you can choose to have some more service projects involving sustainability, such as having a, litter pickup, planting native plants or trees or gardening, or hosting, volunteering at a sustainability-focused event such as a reuse or recycling fair, a clothes repair or clothes swap, or plant-based food fair. Now, the marketing. There's going to be a YouTube video series, updates in our district bulletin editor's Key News magazine, updates in Lieutenant Governor newsletters, and there's going to be Instagram posts on my governor's Instagram as well as our district and Lieutenant Governor's Instagrams. So you can't get away from us. Rewards. This is the most fun part, and the sponsorships that I was alluding to back at the beginning of the presentation. This is more for Kiwanis clubs and businesses. A lot of the rewards go along with our annual district leadership convention. So with for example, the forest level of $1,000, they get to have 2 attendees at our convention, and they have the opportunity to host their own workshop. But even only $100, you can get your own social media shout out post. So there's a whole range of opportunities. Now, the rewards. Continued. Special token of appreciation at DLC to the club who raises the most money in service hours. We're kind of keeping this one a surprise. And for the Lieutenant Governor, whose division raises the most money in service hours, they get to pie me in the face at District Leadership Convention. Thank you so much for listening. Please send me an email if you have any questions. My email is on the screen. Also, my Instagram, it's going to be ingovernor.kci. That's where monthly updates on how much money is raised, how many sustainable service hours have been completed, tips and tricks, more ideas, kickoff and closing week, all that good stuff is going to be posted on there. You can also learn more about Earth Charter Indiana with their website, link on there. And I just really appreciate your time today, and I'm really excited to see how our Indiana Key Clubs are going to incorporate this project throughout the rest of the service year.